Now, there's always something going on in the royal household, and this week has been no different. And every Saturday I love to give you a rundown, and who better to do so than royal biographer Angela Levin. Angela, it's been a busy old time for the royals.
It has been a very busy old time. I thought I would start with Prince William. He was doing the third of the 3 garden parties that were going on, and it was pouring with rain. For the King Charles, it was beautifully sunny. This was pouring with rain, and you think it would be very sad. He's not with his wife. I thought he did a brilliant job because he got all his cousins together. They all dressed up absolutely beautifully, and they were very keen to be friendly and chatting. They even were chatting round to everyone. It doesn't mean they're going to have an important place within the royal family when he takes over, but it was just very nice. And Zara, I thought, looked stunningly beautiful with a pink hat, white dress with pink buttons on. She looked absolutely lovely. And she and Beatrice looked absolutely gorgeous. And I thought that these two are very happily married, and they're blossoming and they look wonderful. So it was very nice. It was very good, and it saved him from looking to be all alone.
Well, he's very good at that, isn't he?
Yes, he doesn't.
He doesn't.
He hides it.
He hides it really well, and he does his role nicely. Now, what about the awful trolling that Catherine's been receiving?
Yes,
that is just.
It is terrible.
Yeah.
And I have to say that a few of them are from Meghan's friends. I'm not saying she had anything to do with it.
You think it's part of the Sussex squad?
It's part of the Sussex squad, and saying, you know, other people go to work when they're having all the tests and looking, you know, having the medication, but she's not, you know.
So that's what they're saying. So these trolls, what kind of things are they saying? That she's not going to work, even though she's
9 million women have cancer a year. Nearly all of them carry on going to work, but she doesn't.
The royal family is no stranger to public scrutiny, but recent events have turned the spotlight onto a very uncomfortable online battle. Reports reveal that Meghan Markle's friends may be fueling awful trolling aimed at Kate Middleton, and the consequences are now being felt across social media. But why is this happening? And what does it say about the ongoing tension between the Sussexes and the Cambridges? According to insiders, Kate Middleton has been the target of increasingly hostile online messages. What makes this particularly concerning is the alleged involvement of Meghan Markle's friends, who are reportedly sharing critical and sometimes malicious commentary on Kate's social media presence. Experts warn that this type of activity not only harms reputations but also adds fuel to the already volatile public perception of the royal family. Mirror.co.uk. Royal commentators suggest that Meghan's inner circle has been vocal in defending her publicly, sometimes crossing the line into criticism of Kate. This could be a mix of loyalty to Meghan, a sense of rivalry, or an attempt to publicly challenge the Cambridge's influence. While Meghan herself may not actively post or comment, the actions of her friends are being interpreted as a proxy in ongoing family disputes. Dailymail.co.uk. Kate Middleton, often seen as the poised and composed figure in the royal family, is not immune to public vitriol.
You know, she's taking advantage of her position. Well, he doesn't know how ill she is. She doesn't know what sort of medication she's having. I thought it was so spiteful. And actually what was worth seeing this terrible painting in Tatler that made her, you know, look nothing like her. And it was a bit like a sort of spinster headmistress.
Wouldn't that have been a nice... That picture was meant to be a nice picture of her.
Oh, yes.
Tatler. But it wasn't great, was it? I mean, I don't...
It looked great. It was absolutely terrible. It looked nothing like her.
We've got the picture up on the screen. Take a look. I think I could have potentially drawn her better than that.
Yes, but she looks very tight-laced, and which Catherine isn't. And she looks very sort of serious and bossy.
Well, the face doesn't look like her face.
No. Well, anyone could do a white dress, you know. It just looks... if she had worn one, but that looked very similar. But there's not much credit for that. The whole thing is capturing the face. And King Charles was captured with the face, his own face with the red painting. It looked just like him. You could work out his characteristics. But with... I thought it was very sorry. And I think, especially for women, when they're having this sort of treatment, that they feel very down about themselves. They feel they don't look right. Obviously, they're not made up and all that. And... you know, it's not a time when you want to see a picture and think, oh, my goodness, is this what people look nice?
No, that's not a great picture.
Online harassment can take a significant toll, even on those who appear unflappable. This trolling, coming from sources connected to Meghan's social circle, only intensifies the perception of a divided monarchy, with social media serving as the battleground. Insiders suggest that the palace is increasingly aware of this online hostility and is monitoring the situation carefully. William and Kate are reportedly frustrated by the public nature of the attacks and the potential for damaging their reputation. Meanwhile, Meghan and Harry have not publicly addressed these specific allegations, which leaves room for speculation and media sensationalism. Express.co.uk. The involvement of Meghan's friends in online trolling highlights the complexity of royal relationships in the digital age. It's not just about public appearances anymore, it's about perception, influence, and loyalty, all played out on social media. Until the rift between the Sussexes and the Cambridges is addressed openly, these types of indirect attacks are likely to continue, keeping the family feud very much in the public eye. In the end, the royal family's battles are no longer confined to palaces or private conversations. They are happening online, and everyone from royals to close friends is playing a role. Kate Middleton remains calm under pressure, but the shadow of Meghan Markle's circle and the online scrutiny will continue to make headlines.